Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I did a little update. I was sitting here thinking I'm doing all this. Oh, I'm gonna lose power. I was sitting here thinking that my retirement journey was just too long for anybody to remember, including me. So I really started brainstorming and discovered that there's a thing called a YouTube name generator. So I got to looking at that, and I punched it in, and it asks you all these questions like, what kind of YouTube channel do you have? What do you what kind of message are you trying to put out there? So I did all of that, answered all its little questions, and it shot me out like this whole list of things to choose. And so I picked out just the easy one. And all it is Life After Work, which to me, it struck perfect gold. So I changed my YouTube channel name to Life After Work. Easy to remember, easy to find, and I think I might lose power, which would really suck because it's very hot out here. It's like 93 degrees at 10:30 at night. So yeah, hopefully I don't lose my power. Pray for me. So that's one exciting thing that's happened, and I'm pretty proud of that. I really like that. I think it's going to work out better. And like I said, it's easier to remember, easy to find. So make sure you're hitting that like button. Make sure that you're following me, and you can keep up to date on my antics. So we are counting down the days now to, we have, what day is today? Today is Thursday. So my son will be here on August 5th, which is 1 week and 7 days. So we're looking at 14 days. No, we're looking at, it's less than that. I can't add. So we're looking at 12 days, and my son will be here. I got to go pick him up at the airport. And he's going to start helping me get stuff ready. He's going to be the work mule. He's going to have to help me carry stuff so that we can take it out to the car, so we can take it to the donation center. Yes, there are some places that'll come pick up the heavier stuff, like when I'm ready to donate the furniture. We can call like the veterans folks. They come out and they take donations for homeless veterans who they're trying to get into apartments and stuff. I don't have the name of that organization off the top of my head, but I'll see if I can find it and I'll put it in the notes later. So this is where we're at. And then we're going to start getting the house painted, the floors refinished, try to get things as much done as we can so we can put the house up for sale. And once we get the house up for sale, it's just a countdown at that point to the day that we're out of here. We're gone. We're going to get on that flight and head over to Albania. We both came to the rapid conclusion that while we've been looking at other options, other countries, other places to go, Albania is just ticking off all the boxes for us right now. We did look at Ecuador briefly. My son just really doesn't want to go to South or Central America, doesn't want to go to Mexico. So I took all of that off the table. And, Panama, Peru, I was looking at all of that. Uruguay, Paraguay, looking at all of that. And he's just like adamant he doesn't want to go to South or Central America. So I'm okay with that, because I know there are other places in this world that we can go and still be well off and be able to live on what we have. So he would really like to eventually get to Asia. I'm melting in the heat that I've got now, so I can't even imagine the heat and the humidity that they've got. And I can't. I'd melt. I'd really melt. I'd be miserable. So, and then when they get their winter time, it's not even considered winter. It's just rainy season. So I'm not down for all of that. We looked at Latvia, and I would love Latvia. They've got fall 3 seasons out of the year. The last season is just long, cold, dark winter. kind of like living in Canada or Alaska. So I would be good with Latvia. But again, we were looking, there's options for me, but there's not a whole lot of options for what he could do. So we'll keep it on the table, because if Albania for whatever reason doesn't work out, we can go check it out, go see if it'll work for us. And I'm of the accord where I can hop out of Albania and jump into the Republic of Georgia, who also lets Americans have a year visa free, and check it out for a year in the Republic of Georgia, see how I like it there. So, but I anticipate not having to do any of that at this point of time. We'll see what happens. Like, stick with me, because I'll tell it like it is. I got no problem telling you that, hey, I messed up, or this was the plan and it fell through. So I got no problems with that. Like, I'm just me, and I'm just telling my story and the things I've got to go through. I keep saying I'm retiring, which technically I am, but because I haven't been with my company I have to be there for 10 years, which puts me at 70, I think it was 72 or 73 years old, that I could finally retire from my company with points and age and all of that. And I was just like, I'm not sticking around that long. I've watched bus operators who stuck around that long and then finally said, enough is enough, and retired. And then we get a notice that they passed away within a month of their retirement. So they're not even getting that first check to enjoy. Like, that's not me, not doing that. And then we've had people who are like in my position. I'm one of the managers who come into work at 8 o'clock on Monday morning, and by lunchtime they're dead at their desk. So again, that's not me. I'm not going to work that long that happens. You know what? If I die at my desk by noon tomorrow, you're going to have a replacement for me. And I know that. That's the reality of how it works here in America. Your job doesn't care anything about you unless you're out sick and they want you to come to work dying anyway. So I'm not down for all of that. I've put in my time. I've been in the transit industry for 30 years. It's time for me to retire. But because I don't have the retirement time, I can turn in my notice. I can give a 2-week notice. I have about 15 weeks of comp time, vacation time, personal time that I need to use up. So that's my plan. I'm going to put in my notice. My last day will be blah, blah, blah day. And I'm going to take those next 15 weeks between here and there off. Have a good day. I'm done. I'm out. So that's where I'm at. Any other exciting news that I have for you guys? I don't think I do. I think that was it. I am trying to check my face because I realize I'm very animated. My hands are going. My face is going. So I'm trying to check my face because I watch other YouTube people and they're very neutral. And I'm just like, oh no. Like, how do you go through life and not communicate with your body language? So I am trying to be more neutral faced and not as animated, and I can't do it. I really can't. So if y'all don't like it, don't watch. End of story. Other than that, try not to melt, everybody. It's supposed to be like 100 degrees here tomorrow, and I did discover, I don't know how it works on an Apple phone, but I know on an Android, if you have the Google Weather on your phone, you can punch in, like, say you want to go and live in Lisbon, Portugal. You can punch in Lisbon, Portugal and save it and check the weather every day. Like you would normally do at home. You check your weather, you can look at the whole week. You can see, okay, Saturday it's going to rain, I need to make different plans. Things like that. Or, we're going to have a snowstorm on Monday. So you can do the exact same thing, and you can save it for whatever towns you're looking at possibly moving to. and check it. So I discovered that. So I was looking at a little town called Korce, Albania, because I really like the look of the town of the YouTube videos I've seen. Let me just check what their weather is like, because it looks like they're up in the mountains, or they're like in a valley in the mountains. It's supposed to be 110 degrees in the shade on Saturday over there. Like, oh no, no. I'm not handling the 100 degrees that we've got here, and they're adding 10 more. Oh, Lord. But then I was looking at other towns, and I'm looking at our own weather, and it's like, yeah, the whole world is having the same heat wave, apparently. So I can't wait for October. I love October. Let October happen. I want Halloween. I want cold. I want to see the yellow and orange leaves and the purple leaves, and I want cold. And when I say cold, I want 68 degrees. 68 degrees. This is why I was looking at Ecuador, because there are parts of Ecuador that you can move to, towns that it's like 70 degrees year round, morning and night. So to me that was perfect. But my son kind of nixed that, so if I could sell it to him, I would. All right, y'all, it's time for me to sign off. I'm tired. I got to go to bed. I got to be up early. Got to go to a graduation tomorrow. Have a great night. I hope some of this was helpful. And like I said, it's just like little tidbits of exciting news for me that I felt like I wanted to share with all of you. So my son will be here soon, and we'll take it from there. We'll find out what's going on with him and see if we can get everything done and get ourselves out of here. So the dog wants to go back out to go to the other bedroom where his dad is, and Dad doesn't want him. So he's laying on my floor pouting. So at least he's not barking. Have a great night, everybody. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to keep up on my antics. And share with your friends if you think that I'm offering anything to you that would be helpful for them. Let them know. Life after work. Have a great night.